Alright, this video is a tutorial on how to properly make a Sanchin stance. First thing we're going to do is we're going to bring our feet together. Heels are touching, balls of feet are touching. First thing I want you to do is rotate on the heels so that you have a 90-degree angle between the inner edges of the foot. You don't want to be 90 degrees on the outer edges, 90 degrees between the insides. Rotate on the ball of the feet until the feet are parallel again. Next, you're going to rotate on the heels again until they're 90 degrees again, or 45 degrees off of center line there. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to notice that your heels are pretty much underneath your armpits right now. Leave that spacing where the heels would be underneath the armpits if the feet were directly underneath you like they're directly underneath me right now. Now we're going to turn 90 degrees. We're going to leave this foot right where it's at. This foot's going to move. That foot stays at that angle. This foot's going to move. We're going to step it around over here. You're going to see now that foot is going straight forward. This one's at an angle. This right here is the proper footing. And you'll see my heels are still pretty much underneath my armpits. Now, of course, these are ballpark guidelines. So what you're going to see is that you can adjust those. So if this was just a little too big, I can adjust it a little bit to get it more comfortable. Once I find the ballpark guidelines, adjust it into that ballpark until it's comfortable, and then that's a proper size Sanchin stance. One mistake I see a lot of beginners make is they'll over-angle that foot in, bad for the knees, and they'll over-angle the back foot in, bad for the knees and the hips and everything else. Back foot is going straight forward, lead foot is angled in a little bit. Remember, ballpark and then adjust it until it's comfortable, and then eventually after enough training you'll just move right into the zone of comfort right from the beginning. One thing further I want to emphasize, look, I'm not very long in the stance either. If I rotate this foot straight forward, you'll see as I bring it over, there's not that much space between my toe and my heel. So in other words, I'm not like in a front stance and my feet are like way apart like this. It's actually a very narrow stance. There you go, more like that right there. In other words, not very long, it's not very wide.